All right, check out our new sponsor, Greenwood Stocks. They want you to know how to be able to trade stocks and be your own boss and be free to travel the world by making passive income. We all need that passive income from stock market. What are you waiting for? Call or text 281-760-3170. If you didn't catch that, that's on your screen. Or check them out at social media, Greenwood Stocks, and catch them at Gmail, greenwoodstocktrading at Gmail, and the YouTube channel is Greenwood Stocks. Appreciate them for giving me the opportunity. Check them out. We out. All right, so I seen Dana White on Twitter say that Derrick Lewis will be next for Francis Ngannou, and they're thinking about doing John Jones and Stipe too. But yeah, let's talk about it. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video. Appreciate the love and support. And honestly, I don't know if John Jones wants to tune up. I doubt if they'd be on the same card, but check out the MMA playlist too. But I would love to see it. But somebody like with credentials like John Jones, I don't know when the last time he fought. We can pull it up. Maybe he needed to tune up. So we won't have no excuses. Hold on. I should have had to pull it up. I wasn't thinking about it. So he's 26-1-0. He had a disqualification. This is his only real loss. His last fight was February 8th of 2020. So he hadn't fought in a year, in about 3 months. All right. So, I mean, does Dana White just say, you know what? Let's get you a tune-up. Let's do this tune-up thing, and we'll see where it goes from there. I think that'd be smart. Now all the heavyweights do. Stipe got to be the guy. I mean, I think Stipe ain't as dangerous as Derrick Lewis. Derrick Lewis is, seconds has been coming down to the end of a fight, and Derrick Lewis be knocking people out. So Derrick Lewis is very, very dangerous. So Stipe is dangerous too, but he just came off a loss, got knocked out. But that's not the one thing what Stipe will have going for him. That'll be have going for him is that John Jones ain't really a striker like that. He's saying he improving on his striking, but what Ngannou did was just powerhouse through him and knocked him out. He was a little bit more patient as well. But Stipe and John Jones would be a good fight. But you're like, damn, Stipe then really took a lot of tough fights in his career. From the 2 fights with DC to going into the Ngannou fight, it's just like Jesus. UFC is like what boxing used to be. And he going there and taking tough fight after tough fight after tough fight after tough fight. And guess what? All you gotta do is tip your hat and you gotta respect it. You gotta respect it. You gotta respect what they doing, but I wouldn't want John Jones after a year coming fighting Francis Ngannou, and Ngannou just fought a couple months ago, it felt like. So of course you want to get him in the rhythm. You don't want to give him a soft touch. If you go, and usually UFC only put title fights in the main event, but that'd be main event worthy. He just talked about he just talked about Nick Diaz not being motivated enough. But like I said before, I think Stipe and John Jones a good touch, good fight. You people saying that's a tough fight for John Jones coming off a level, tough fight for Miocic coming off a fucking loss. But that's UFC. It's what boxing used to be. Sugar Ray Robinson used to beat somebody else's ass and fight him the very next week. But I guess the whole thing about having John Jones come off a year, and also with John Jones putting on the weight as well too. He about 250, 245. He and Karen, they be kind of training with Conversion, Holly Holmes. He working on the striking. So I think it's smart to kind of give him a year. Give him a fight after a year. See what he learned. See his new body, how it worked. He running on the speed treadmill. I forget what they call that treadmill, but it's for running fast. The one you actually run fast on, he run on the flat one, but the one you run fast on has a dip for sprinters, but I forget what they call it. But let him get a chance to know his new body. And then obviously, in a lot of situations throughout combat sports history, most guys, they got the power that John Jones got. They automatically just move up and they just, they get the shot. But I think it'd be best for John Jones. If John Jones had fought in December, November, go right for it. But yeah, who knows? Derrick Lewis and Ngannou fight again. Derrick Lewis can be champion, because he had Ngannou a little shook. You put John Jones might be fighting Derrick Lewis. But I think whoever you fight for the title, if he get past Miocic, he's literally gonna be called the greatest of all time. People point to the Peds, but a lot of guys that got caught in the UFC, they fell off. It was a downtrend after they got popped. But John Jones, he keep winning. He keeps winning, but he keep winning, man. But I think that's a tremendous fight. And Miocic is dangerous. But for Miocic, that's a tough fight to get back on the good foot. But maybe John Jones ain't the same fighter at heavyweight, because you got to think about it. Absorb punishment, carrying new weight, might get tired. Is he still flexible? Can he still move and really kick and do all the stuff he need to do to really be the guy he was? He might be too bulky. Most guys move up, and they probably move up, 205, move above 205 is heavyweight in the UFC, I believe. Maybe go 215, 220. It's Joker at 250. And his brothers built like that, and they still athletic, but at the same time, I think a tune-up is in order, man. I would tune up as well too. I think it's a smart thing to do. I don't know if Dana White put a gun to his head jokingly and made him tune up, but Miocic is a good fight, but he dangerous. Very, very dangerous fighter. But talk about Ngannou and Lewis. I think Francis beat him last time, but Jesus, man, do you really want to see that Joker again? Hey, Derrick Lewis, man, my ball was just hot. That's the first time I actually watched him. Kind of went back and watched some of his fights. He fucking dangerous, He is dangerous, and he knocking people out and losing the whole fight. For Ngannou, man, let me see what happened. Matter of fact, he lost to Derrick Lewis. He lost. Am I reading it correctly? Yep, he lost to Derrick Lewis. Yep. He lost to Stipe and Derrick Lewis back to back. So he lost to Derrick Lewis, man. Decision. I know Derrick Lewis probably feeling good about going into that fight. I'm about to be champion, but Ngannou kind of learned to be patient, learned to kind of settle down, and not to be so tight. And he's learned to just be loose. And Lewis gonna put a lot of stamina, pacing himself, and you got that power. Just take your time. But Derrick Lewis gotta be feeling good about going into this fight. Derrick Lewis gotta feel immaculate going into this fight. But he can't feel too overconfident, because it's somebody that's improved. And the Africans are taking over. This is somebody that improved. And, he won 4 straight. Derrick Lewis. His last one over Curtis Blades. So, he got to be feeling good. 4 straight losses. His last 2 losses was Cormier and Junior Dos Santos. But, his first loss, he hasn't lost throughout his career, but, him and Lewis, man, I might buy that, bro. If Stipe fighting John Jones on the same card, I'd buy it. Well, for real, if Jones get in with Ngannou, they got my $100. They got my $100. At some point, I'll buy that fight. I'm gonna support the brothers, and that's what I'm gonna support them. I'm not gonna just support because they black. I'm gonna support because there's a lot of black fights that get thrown on pay-per-view. I'm gonna support because it's a hell of a fight, man. So. Yeah, let me know what you guys think. Dana White said it. You go on ESPN MMA, and it's on a YouTube page as well. But don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request, all my social media links, subscription. Twitter's the fastest way, then Facebook, then Instagram, link subscription. Facebook group link there as well too. You can reach out anytime when I advertise your business on the channel, video request, chop it up, whatever. Twitter's the fast way. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link there as well too. Best way to donate, share the video. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Check the MMA playlist out. Peace.